NC State will kick off, and that'll get things underway. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Seminoles offense will go on the attack first. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off the spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
And you're seeing his dynamic ability to run the football that time on the option play. I know he doesn't pick up the first down, but that's still a good chunk of yardage, and the defense wasn't ready for it. Moving forward, expect the offense to go back to the option play again and see if someone will finally take the quarterback and force him to pitch it.
He'll pull it on the read. They tried to go smash mouth on 3rd and short, and it did not work against this defense. The Noles will send out the punt unit. Having to kick it away after a 3-and-out's not what they had in mind. The Wolfpack offense comes out, and they'll go on the attack for the first time today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week, where basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look so out in the open field. He was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense is vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air, because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
He fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right in the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step to getting to that championship game.
They'll start this drive with a pass. Got his man in the middle. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
That receiver found the open space in the zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, you just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Leaves it with the back. At the 40, there he goes. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with the first down.
That is such a good run. I'll tell you, if you're going to put on a Seminole helmet, you better be dangerous with the ball in your hands at the running back position, right? You think back to the late, great Bobby Bowden. He was always able to recruit a difference maker at that position. He would have loved to have this guy in his offense because it feels like he can score a touchdown every single time he has the ball.
Might as well give it to him again. Productive 4-yard gain there on the ground as he gets it down to the 31.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football.
Turning it on! He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
These guys aren't human. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
They'll throw it from the red zone. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. Line gets set, first down. From the gun, running back on the move. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, a lot of times when you blitz that linebacker, it's about timing. You don't show your hand, and he gets up to the line of scrimmage, gets right through the line, and makes the tackle for a loss.
And as soon as the running back gets the football, he's got a face full of linebacker.
Not much you can do there. Like, you got to have a little better block. You got to identify that blitz a little bit faster by the offensive line.
Second down, they'll go to the air. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and third down is coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Another incompletion on third down. And now on fourth down, they'll try a field goal. He'll try to put up the 3 ball from 43 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that'll put the first points of the game on the board. It's 3-0. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Virginia Tech is in front. They've played awfully well today. And while there's no Michael Vick out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 7 over Old Dominion. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day. Guys?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Gives it on the option. Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got a man. It's Harris. They were able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. A cacophony of noise, debilitating surround sound, the war chant on third down at the dope. Off play action. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. The Wolfpack will have to bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. So they've put up some early points and now to build on this 3-0 lead. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Out of the gun to give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, he got you 2 on first down. He got you 2 on second. 2 won't get it done on third. You're going to have to go somewhere else if you're on offense here to stay on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They are finding soft spots in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
And he's knocked down, but there's also laundry on the field. We'll see what the officials have called. Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. Well, they've put themselves in a hole. It's 1st and 20. From the gun. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy at 2nd down.
Well, this isn't the start this guy envisioned. We're only in the first quarter, and already this guy has 2 drops in the game. He's got to get his mind right.
2nd down after that incompletion. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the pass. Complete to the right. Gets it inside the 10, out of bounds at the 9 after the big pickup on that one.
It's all about critical downs and distances on defense. You want to be great unit defensively, you've got to be good on 3rd down and in the red zone. For this defense giving up a 3rd down like that, that is just a gut punch.
We've come to the end of the period, and Florida State has the lead. 1 period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd quarter. First play of the period, 1st down here. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 of the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. From the gun on 3rd down. Touchdown, no! That's the way you finish a drive and put up points. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They really need to find a way to generate some kind of offense down 10-0. He'll do it himself. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. Wolfpack with a lot of options on 2nd and short. They'll try the run. Lowers those pads to the the 43-yard line and a first down for this offense.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
They're dealing with a second and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. They're bringing the chop. They're bringing the noise on third down at the dope. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Grabs it in the middle. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Pocket breaking down. And the defense picks up a sack, getting the quarterback down at the 44. They'll try to keep that sack from wrecking this drive here on 2nd and 15. Back to pass. Catch in the middle, it's Harris. Snowed under by the defense.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
NC State comes to the line to deal with third and short. Power football with the run. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets them a first at the 29. NC State with a fresh set of downs thanks to that running game. They'll give it to him again. Knocked down after a gain of 1 to the 27. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Ali. There he goes. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll run it on first and goal. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. He almost popped out of there for a huge return, but they will take it. They are in business after the fumble recovery. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. That last touchdown drive was surgical through the air, Jesse.
It sure was, and that's why this offense is so dangerous, David, because they can score in a hurry because of how efficient they are throwing the football.
Yeah, and welcome to modern college football. That's what it is. Spread you out, find my playmakers, make quick decisions, and really put defenses in a difficult situation.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And how about the timing of the linebacker on the blitz to get in the backfield and get the tackle for loss?
Is there anything better for a linebacker than to run on a blitz and nobody's home except the back?
Such a great feeling when the Moses parts the Red Sea and the hole opens up and you go fill it.
Going to have to come up with a play on 3rd and 10 from inside their own 20. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't make the play on 3rd down. The Seminoles line up to punt it away.
Defense needed that stop badly. They gave up a touchdown. They gave up a field goal. Here they are in the 3rd possession. They've got to find a way to get off the field. So really nice job on a critical 3rd down, forcing an incompletion.
North Carolina State has it back on the offense, headed to the field. When you're playing from behind, you can't afford to give it up the way they did the last drive, David.
No doubt. You cannot give the football away. Again, turnovers are the biggest stats in winning and losing games. You're behind, Palmer. Take care of the ball, but we got to go get a score here.
Yeah, and they just got to do a better job executing. I like the game plan so far for them, but they just need to go out and do a better job connecting the dots.
He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double cover. Brought down at the 30 on the return, and this defense has set them up in scoring position.
As a quarterback, you've got to give your receiver an opportunity to make a play. You've got to put the ball on his body. And that throw gets away a little bit from the QB, and that leads to the tip and the interception.
The quick out. They'll mark him down at the 40 after ripping off 10. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. They'll leave it with him. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off, and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive yards.
Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Rides the back on the option to give. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Makes the grab. Oh, he got loose. They'll move the chains. Good execution on 3rd down. They've got it at the 41. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of...
Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown Seminoles. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He wants to start this drive with a pass. Got it in the middle. It's Dykes. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Got his man on the outside. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Personal foul. Roughing the passer. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. Just couldn't stay off the quarterback, and that roughing the passer call has them set up with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have 1 remaining in the half.
One of the things I love about this defense is they're so versatile in the ways they can get after the quarterback. In their last game, they came away with 5 sacks, came from all over the place. They got the win. So you know in this one, they're going to dial up a lot of different looks. It's going to be tough for this offense to try to keep their quarterback standing up straight.
Slings it downfield. Can't make the connection on 3rd down thanks to that tough, hard-nosed pass defense, and now it's 4th down. NC State to bring the punt team onto the field. He'll try to really get into this one. Peels to punt and try to pick up some yards. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Okay, guys, the Florida State offense returns to the field. In modern college football, Jesse, if there's time, there's an opportunity to attack.
And I like them being aggressive here too, guys. Look, they practice this all week long. Now you're in that situation to go out there, have some fun, and let it fly.
And defenses are taught to stay deep, play prevent in these situations. So I think you could get a good chunk play and then possibly get a field goal to tack on before the half.
Line getting set on second down. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Going to swing it on second down. He's going to take off. Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. One snap coming before they head to the locker room. To the air on first down. Unloads it left. The pass falls incomplete, and that's how we'll finish this half. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
All right, guys, looks like we've got a great one in Tallahassee going on. And this linebacker has left his big old paw prints all over this first half. He's been clogging running lanes and forcing turnovers, and even when he's not doing something that shows up on the stat sheet, he's preventing that offense from doing so. A young man with all-American potential. And with that, let's send it back to our guys at Bobby Bowden Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to get things cranked back up here. The Seminoles will kick it away to crank up the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. NC State sending the offense back onto the field. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speaking, very simple. I score, I get a stop. I score, I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
You know, David, this is really what game managing is. Nice pickup on second down to help them on the next play.
Yeah, I think people look at that negative sometimes, finding a quarterback that's a game manager. No, use your brain. Set up good situations. I'm way more successful when I can keep those sticks at a more manageable situation, and I'm not as predictable on a third down.
Wolfpack with a 1st and 10 here. Give to the running back. Stopped at the 47 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, you wonder if one of the adjustments they made at halftime, trailing in this game, was to try and get the ground game established, David, and they're off to a good start here.
Dang right. Stay patient. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to press. Just try to get scoring drives together. Don't abandon the run.
And as a quarterback, when you're throwing these slant routes against man coverage, location is so important. You want to put the football in a place that your receiver can catch the ball and continue advancing it. So nice job by that QB, putting the football right on the face mask of his wide receiver.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged in the middle. It's Harris. Makes the grab, but not quite enough for the first down, but a good gain on that play. NC State might think about going for a big one on 2nd and short. Grabbed in the middle, it's Ali. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down. In search of their first touchdown of the game, they are on the move with a 1st and 10. Ocean from the wideout. Looking to throw on first down. Working that left side now. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. First and goal and a touchdown here really gives him momentum. Quarterback on the keeper. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here. Nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask, but, man, did he do it right there.
They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This offense in dire need of a touchdown is 3rd and goal, but this is probably 4-down territory. Pushes toward the goal line. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. Now on 4th down, they'll send out the field goal unit. Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. All right, guys, here comes the Florida State offense onto the field. From the gun, the ground game. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Quarterback may change this route. They'll try the toss to the left. What a nice job by the defense to string it out, not give him any kind of alley, and knock him down for a loss. Well, the head coach told us in pregame he liked the way his defense's speed matched up, and it's really hard to get the edge against these guys.
Yeah, and everybody wants to run outside and get their fast guys in space, but you look at how fast these backers close and run to the football. It looks like you've got a little bit of space out wide, and then, boom, it's gone in a hurry.
Finds a man in the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Gets it out quickly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
Hold.
They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. First thing you want to do if you're in a hole is stop digging. It's 1st and 20. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. And he had it for a second, but it just dribbled out of his hands.
That's one the running back would like to have back. He's a good enough player. He's a complete enough running back to be able to make that play. That's why they like throwing him angle routes like that right there.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught over the middle. It's cheap. And they're able to make the tackle.
Really nice job on that play. Quarterback and receiver being on the same page. Quarterback not telegraphing the throw, and the receiver does a nice job finding the soft spot in the defense, just settling down and giving his quarterback a nice target to throw to.
They'll send the tight end in motion. Wants to throw again. Fires to the right. Makes a connection. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player. and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that.
And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wide receiver comes in motion. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Got him downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see which way that's going to go.
Hold.
A solid gain on that one, and it goes for naught as the penalty will back them up. Offense about to reel off its 7th play of the drive. Leaves it with the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Throwing right. Complete downfield. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Coming up, 4th down.
And the Noles will go for it here on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. Touchdown, Florida State. He got a step and just dusted the field.
And man, that play looked a little bit too easy. 4th down, big situation. You got to get up on these receivers and make it difficult. He gets the football right away, gets all the way to the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
You know, it's a good decision by the QB because his intended target wasn't open, so throw it out of bounds, and you can live to play another day here on this drive.
And back to the air on 2nd down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harris. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the 3rd quarter. That's the end of the quarter, and Florida State has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. He'll throw on 3rd down. Catch in the middle. It's Dykes. Love to see these 3rd down conversions on offense, and they're out to their own 39-yard line. NC State at the line with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Ali. They'll get him stopped at the 45, but it's a big 15-yard pickup and a 1st down. North Carolina State defining efficiency on this drive. Wants to throw on 1st down. That's caught. It's Ali. Caught, and he's close to a 1st down on the nice pickup there.
Well, and here's the problem offensively. Because you're trailing by so much so late in the game, the defense now is going to be playing big zone coverages, and they're going to allow you to throw the ball underneath in the middle of the field, rally to make a tackle, and bleed the clock. It's going to be hard now for this offense to claw their way back in this one.
The throw to the outside is complete. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They just keep firing. Trying to make magic with his feet. Got a wide open receiver. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. NC State started this drive with terrible field position, but now a little room to operate. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They keep pushing forward now, back to work on second and goal from the 6. The run up the middle, trying to steamroll his way in. Relentless, tough running, gets it down to the 4.
Unsuccessful second down, and now I'm immediately thinking, I got a little bit more than I want, so what are my pass plays? What am I going to get into here offensively? Try to have success on third down.
They'll look to throw on third and goal. Looking to the end zone. Touchdown, North Carolina State. Fitted in the window for the score.
Third and goal situation, and as a quarterback, you're thinking, I got to find Mr. Dependable. Who is that? It's always the tight end. He does a nice job on the route. He's a really big target. That was a smart decision by the quarterback, and it ends up being a touchdown.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Guys, here comes that Florida State offense back onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
That's such a nice start to this drive, too, because you've got the lead late and you want to run the football. You want to be physically dominant. Defense knows you're going to do it, and still, on the very first play of the drive, you're able to rip off a long run like that. Great vision there, and a nice job up front with the surge by the O-line.
Looking to fire. Blasted as he lets it go. Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. He's running free down the middle. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Noles! They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. And this dude is spinning flaming spears everywhere, and he is cutting apart this defense.
You're going to have Nole Nation doing the chop, getting excited, getting jacked up about this guy, because this is the kind of day that starts to bring even more momentum to this spot. Now you got a quarterback that you can really trust.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Bringing it back. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. North Carolina State has it back in the offense, headed to the field. To the air on first down. Gets it out fast. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Wolfpack with a lot of options on second and short. He'll keep it himself. Oh, he was in the backfield immediately. A 3-yard loss.
Yeah, and this offense, man, it's been a struggle bus. And they haven't clicked yet. They haven't found what they're really, really good at. And I'll tell you this, it's later, it's in the fourth quarter, later in the game, obviously. They need to start airing this thing out. We got to get back in this football game because I don't know if y'all realize this, but we're down by a lot.
Looking deep down the right side. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football. The Seminoles have it back. They'll try to get that offensive spear flaming. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
And that is why this guy is a true dual-threat quarterback. You've seen him all game, hurting them with his arm, already over 200 yards passing. And how about his running ability now? And flashing that on the option play. There's a variety of ways he can take the game over, and the defense is figuring that out fast.
When you get man coverage, you definitely like taking advantage of the inside really quickly. Running a nice slant rack real quick, being physical, getting on the inside, quarterback putting it right on the money.
He'll pull it on the read. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
You know, as a quarterback, when you're doing this zone read play, you got to read that defensive end. If he crashes down hard inside to take the running back away, right away you know now you're keeping the football. Nice job by the quarterback.
They'll try to get the first through the air. Finds his target down the middle. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the first down at the 34-yard line. And the Seminoles are marching down the field. They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. Makes the tackle at the 23-yard line. Give him 10 yards and enough for the first down.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice game.
The Seminoles have it with a 1st and 10. To the ground, he's got it again. Able to pick his way forward for a decent game before the defense gets him down.
And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. But, you know, talking to the coaches coming to the game, like they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they've built this lead. They've had a great day today.
And the offense is content with where it is. They'll take a knee.
Well, this quarterback has had a lot of success burning this defense with his legs. That time, though, there was nowhere to go. Give the defense credit. They won their one-on-ones up front. Tremendous speed getting to him and bringing him down for a TFL.
Today, that's 2 in a row. If they win the next one, it's called a winning streak. It's been done before.
And we're seeing the identity of this team coming to fruition. You just get the sense they're finding out who they are, what they're about, what they're going to do schematically, and who their big playmakers are.
Which is tough to do, right? It's tough to grow throughout a season and understand who you are. But when you stack wins week after week on top of each other and start to have success, you start to grow as an identity and you start to understand who you are.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.